The marriage skill nobody teaches HSPs saved my marriage. And it's not what you think. It's not communication. It's what you do after communication breaks. You clicked on this video because you've had the fight. You know the one where it's that fight where you say something, they hear something else, and suddenly you're both hurt, and neither of you knows how to fix it. And if you're a highly sensitive person, an HSP, and you're married to someone, that fight doesn't just hurt. It feels like the end of the world, doesn't it? Yep. If you're an HSP, you know, because we as HSPs don't just hear their words, we actually feel their pain and we absorb it like it's ours. So here's what I'm going to share with you today. I'm going to share with you four things. One thing, which is the first thing, is the fight we had that almost ended us. This was 15 years ago, and I still remember it. Two, what we're doing wrong and why communication wasn't fixing it, or what we were doing wrong and communication's not fixing it. Three, the one skill we learned that changed everything. And the fourth thing, the exact step and process you can try tonight after you finish watching this video, or today or morning, whatever time you're watching the video. And by the end, you're going to know how to repair, not just apologize, but how to repair the fight. Because that's the skill. Repair is the key word, and nobody teaches it. All right, so let me tell you about the fight. I'm sure you're dying to know. Like Sly, go ahead, tell us. So I'm going to paint a picture for you. I'm going to take you back when we were married 3 years in. And at this point, we were still considered 3 years in as newlyweds, right? We're still figuring each other out. And we were in the kitchen. I don't even remember. I don't know what started it. You know those fights we all have, and you like, hey, do I even remember what it was? No, it was probably something small. Okay, let's just say it was dishes. Or maybe even work stress. Oh, it doesn't matter at this point because it wasn't about the dishes. Is it ever? Never is. Here's what I remember though. Yes. I said something, he responded, and I felt it. So, not just heard it, I felt it like a punch. Okay, I'm not a good animator. Okay, let's move on. Okay. And because I'm an HSP, I didn't just feel hurt. I felt my husband's frustration. I felt my husband's stress and my husband's exhaustion. What did I do with the HSP I am? I absorbed it like it was my fault, like I caused all of it. So what did I do? What we normally do, I shut down. You know that shutdown, right? Where you just go quiet, you stop talking, you leave the room. I walked away, went to the bedroom, closed the door. What did my husband do? He followed me and he said, we need to talk about this. And what did I say? I said, I don't want to talk. I'm fine. Well, the truth be told, I was not fine. But here's what I was thinking, to be honest. If I talk, I'll cry. If I cry, he'll feel bad. If he feels bad, I'll feel worse. So I just won't talk. So for me, at that point, I'm thinking, well, silence is protecting me. Silence is protecting my husband. But actually, silence was making it worse for both of us. So my husband said, you're not clearly fine. Please talk to me. And I said, and I'll never forget this. And I said, I don't know how to talk to you without making you more upset. So I'd rather just not talk. And he looked at me, baffled, and he said, so you're just going to shut down every time we fight, Sly? And I didn't have an answer, to be honest with you, because yes, That's exactly what I was going to do because I honestly didn't know that I had another option. We could communicate. We were great at communicating, but we didn't know how to repair after we hurt each other. And that almost ended us. So I'm going to share with you what we were doing wrong at that time. So here's what we're doing wrong, or we were doing wrong at that time. And maybe you're doing this too. So look back in your relationship, marriage, and see, because we thought communication was this skill that we needed to perfect that skill. Just talk it out, be honest, express your feelings, use your I statements. It's not that we didn't do that. We did all of that. We communicated. But here's what we both didn't understand. See, communication is what you do before the rupture. Repair is what you do after. Think about that. And what we're all doing is we were skipping repair every single time. Here's what we were doing instead. One, we apologized and said, I'm sorry, I hurt you. I didn't mean to. But I'm learning that that's not repair. That's just acknowledgement. Two, we explained. Here's why I said that. Here's what I was thinking. Here's what I meant. Come to find out, that's not repair either. That's what we call defense. Three, we try to fix it and fix it fast. Okay, we're good now, right? Uh, we talked, so let's move on. That's also not repair. That's called bypassing. Here's the question for you. After you fight, do you apologize or do you move on? Or do you actually repair? And the interesting thing I'm finding is that because if you're an HSP, you probably think if I just explain myself better, they'll understand me and we will be fine. But that's not how it works. Repair isn't about being understood. It's about being, it's about, how would I say this? It's about seeing their pain and you sit with it. Yeah. You see the other person's pain and you sit with it. And for HSPs, that's the hardest thing for us. And I'll tell you why. It's because we feel their pain so deeply. We want to make it stop immediately. But you can't skip to the end. You have to sit in the hard part first. So I'm going to share with you the skill we learned. And here's what my husband and I learned. And this is what saved us at that time. A few years into our marriage, we were in therapy, not because we were failing, but because we were smart. And our therapist said something that changed everything for us. The goal is not to never hurt each other. The goal is to learn repair. And what she taught us was 3 steps. And we've used them for the last 15 years now. Well, let's say 12, because that was 3 years in. Step 1, acknowledgement. So it's not, I'm sorry you feel that way. Not, I didn't mean to hurt you. It's more, I see that I hurt you. That's it. No explanation, no defense, just acknowledgement. Okay? So I see that what I said hurt you. I see that my tone made you feel small, and I see that I wasn't listening to you. I'll tell you this, you're not agreeing, you were wrong, you're acknowledging their pain is real. Step 2, attunement. This is the HSP superpower. If you didn't know, sit back, relax, let me tell you what it is. So the HSP superpower is that we feel what they're feeling. So what you do is you name it. Now, you can say something like this. This is what I use. That must have felt lonely. That probably felt like I didn't care. I'm guessing that made you feel dismissed. Okay? Isn't that interesting? Just that reframe. You're not reading your partner's mind. You're showing them that you're trying to understand their experience of the situation. And for us HSPs, I have to be truly transparent. It's very hard because we feel their pain so intensely, we want to fix it. But you don't fix it here. You just sit with it. Step 3, action. Here's what you ask. What do you need from me right now? Not, don't go asking, not, how do I fix this? Not, let me make this better. What do you need from me right now? And you'll find that sometimes they might just need space. Sometimes they just need a hug. Sometimes they need you to just sit there and be quiet. You don't get to decide what they need. What you do is you ask. And then when they tell you, you do it. That's repair. And here's what's happened when we started doing this in my marriage. We stopped having the same fight over and over because we were actually repairing the rupture instead of just apologizing and moving on. The fights stopped feeling like the end of the world, more so for me, because we knew we could repair. And how do we do it now? So here's what it looks like now, 15 years in. Let's fast forward to now. We still fight. We're running a business that has 65 employees. We're doing it together as a team. We're both HSPs. We're going to hurt each other. But now, when we do, we stop, we breathe, and we repair. And let's say my husband is right here, so I would say to him, well, let's say he's right here, so I'm not talking away from the camera. I can just at least look at you in the camera. I say, like, this is my husband I'm talking to. I say, I see that what I just said hurt you. That probably felt dismissive. What do you need from me right now? Right? And he might say something to the tune of, I just need you to hear me. So I sit, I listen, I don't explain, because HSPs were terrible for over-explaining. I don't defend. I just hear him. And then we move forward, and we move forward together. And you know, the beautiful part is he does the same for me. When I'm hurt, he sees it, he names it, he asks, what do I need? And I'll tell you, that's true partnership. That's how we've stayed married for 15 years while running a chaotic logistics business and both being HSPs. Not because we never hurt each other, because now we know how to repair when we do. So this is your takeaway for today. I wanted this video to get too long. Here's what you're going to try tonight. I keep saying tonight. Why do I keep saying tonight? It's daylight. Next time you hurt someone or they hurt you, don't skip to the apology. I want you to try these 3 steps. I want you to do 1 and say, 1, I see that I hurt you. 2, that must have felt. Name the feeling. 3, what do you need from me right now? That's it. That's repair. And if you're HSP and you're thinking, but I feel their pain so much, I can't sit with it. I know. Me too. I feel you. I am you. But that's the practice. That's why we you have to try and practice it. You don't fix it right away, because feeling their pain without trying to fix it immediately is the goal. Excuse me, because their repair isn't about making the pain go away. It's about being with them in the pain until it passes. That's the skill nobody teaches us. So let's normalize sitting with the hard part. And if you're new here, my name is Sly. I'm a pediatric telehealth nurse. I've been in the medical field for the last 30 years. I'm a business owner. I co-own this business with my husband. We're an Amazon branded logistics company. Wife for 15 years, an HSP, and I am a deep, deep feeler. I am also a rescue dog to my beautiful, beautiful Spaniel mixed dog, Misty. I also write on Substack. I will leave the link in the description below. There's over 1,000 HSPs there where we have the same conversation there. And I'm learning how to be an HSP without disappearing. And I'm doing it 1% at a time. Thank you for being here. If this helped, feel free to subscribe, because I'm figuring it out as I go as well. Real time, how to be an HSP in marriage, in business, and in life. And I'm sharing it all. So thank you again for being here, for watching me tell you about the hardest parts of my marriage and what we've learned. If you're in a fight right now, you can repair this. Just don't skip the hard part. And remember, be patient with yourself. We HSPs heal in small doses. You're doing better than you think. Communication starts with conversations. Repair saves relationships. So I'll see you in the next one.